It wasn't a human, it wasn't no dog, it was like it was like a growl, like a bear or something. Man, I took off down the hill and never went back there again. Never. That was scary. As a matter of fact, I think I still feel it now.
Video transmitters and that sort of thing. And we've found that it works quite well. The problem, of course, is that those were lab rats, and here we're going to be using feral wild rats. They may or not be quite as sanguine about that, so we're going to see what we can do.
Rats. What do they want from us? Rats. Why are they man's enemy? Rats. They are watching, waiting.
Could the rat once again be developing into a bigger, more predatory creature?
I've seen throughout the years that I see bigger and bigger rats.
The rats were huge. They were so big they would eat a wounded man if he couldn't defend himself. I saw some rats running from under the dead man's greatcoats. Enormous rats, fat with human flesh. My heart pounded as we edged towards one of the bodies. His helmet had rolled off. The man displayed a grimacing face, stripped of flesh, the skull bare, the eyes devoured, and from the yawning mouth leapt a rat.
If there's a rat problem in New York, it's got to be the biggest rat problem. If there's X number of rats in New York, it's got to be the most rats of anywhere. Good and bad. You know, the most muggings, the most vicious criminals. We got to be number one in everything.
Lack of competition, low stress, they might get bigger.
Was recorded on Element, our port of entry.
In the 1950s, the American military exploded 67 nuclear bombs in and around these Pacific Islands, equivalent in power to 7,000 Hiroshimas.
This is by no means a light weapon, since it weighs 43,000 pounds.
When we went in, we were on islands where all the soil had been vaporized, the trees had been vaporized, but the rats went underground. They went in the bunkers where the test equipment was and down in their burrows, and they did very well. They survived and a few insects survived. Everything else was basically vaporized.
A horse race with animals that can think and plan and lie and cheat and play dirty. Gambling experience of life. It's my way of saying, I understand men like you. I know what you want to do. This casino, my casino, is where you belong.
We were people that we wanted to make a change. It's a shame it didn't happen. It might not never happen. But one thing I can say, at least we tried. And we didn't sit back and wait on the laurels of somebody else to try it. Yes, we tried it. Yes, it was a failure. Yes, it was very tragic. But at least we tried.